All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Unit Eagle Eye, coming to you again with a brand new video. This time it is the preview for Arsenal versus Leeds, where Arsenal once again take on Leeds in the third round of the FA Cup. And the game happens to fall on yours truly's birthday. This is the second time in the space of 8 years where Arsenal have taken on Leeds in the third round. Last time, no, it did not fall on my birthday. But it always, FA Cup weekend always falls on my birthday weekend. Um, and yeah, it's pretty interesting in the sense that obviously in that game it was a very tight affair, which Arsenal won 1-0. And in that game we had to rely on a legend coming back and getting the winner for us. And I think we all know the goal that we're talking about, where Thierry Henry made his return, came back, got the goal. What was it? 5 years after he left the Arsenal, came back, got the goal, and that sent us on to the fourth round of the FA Cup. It was one of two goals he scored on his comeback, the other being against Sunderland away. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. Obviously, time. We seem to get drawn to Leeds a lot, even in the FA Cup. I think this is the fourth time that we've met them very recently in the FA Cup. And they're a big side. Listen, no doubt about it. They're a big side. They're obviously doing quite well in the Championship. I feel like they've fallen off a little bit because there was at one point they were running away with the title. Sorry, running away with the Championship. And now, the last time I looked at it, they were second. So let me just have a quick peek. I hope you guys are all doing good. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes, David, AFC. Thank you for that. Please do stick a like on this video as we carry on. They're top. They're still top. They're top of the Championship, just above West Brom on goal difference. And they are like 9 points ahead of Brentford. So I think the likelihood is that they will come back up. And yes, I agree with you, Omar. Leeds are a classic story of how to mismanage a club. Unfortunately for them, it had a very, very detrimental effect whereby they were relegated and they've been trying to get back into the Premier League ever since. And they just haven't managed it. It looks like it's going to happen when you think of the gap between them and Brentford. But they're a decent side, decent outfit. They've got a bit of a batshit crazy manager who spies on other teams and stuff. But he clearly is experienced. He knows what he's doing. And anyone who tells you that speaking English is a must in order to have a job in the Premier League, that or in England, that is a pure example of why that's BS. I think communication is important for any manager, but actually, people overestimate. There's more than one way to communicate. You don't necessarily need to speak in order to communicate with someone. The problem with Emre is he was just a bad communicator and a bad tactician in the end. His tactics very much focused his game on what the other team was doing rather than what we're doing. And I think you could go one or two ways on that, because I think with Wenger, he was very much always about what we were doing and nothing else. Emery was always about what the other team were doing, particularly towards the end, nothing else. I think the one thing that Arteta at least has threatened to do is that he wants a combination of both. He wants us to very much play in our own way and our own style, but also think about the sort of problems in which our style can cause that team. And I think that's where you get the best of both worlds in that. And I think that's something, funny enough, that I think Leeds do quite well in every game I've seen them play in the Championship. I quite like Leeds, other than the fact that it's a good night out. They're a big club. They are legitimately a big club stuck in the Championship. So it would be nice to kind of just see them doing well and doing anything else, really. And from our perspective, Don't expect this to be an easy game just because they're in the championship. They're top of the league for a reason, and they will be about it. They will come and bring it to us. They will want to really test what their mettle is, because apart from anything, if it continues to go this well for them, this game will almost be a gauger of what they will need moving forward into next season. So they will take this game pretty seriously. From our perspective, it's about rotating, I think. We were always targeting this weekend to rest some of our more key players. And that's what I've chosen to do in my hope for 11. From our point of view, we want to see if Arteta can repeat the trick, so to speak, with the rest of our team and the rest of the fringe players that are on our team. Their task is simple. They just need to break into the team setup. They need to show Arteta why they should be considered for this team. In my view, I think it'll be a good chance to give people an opportunity at resting. So people like Torreira, Mesut Ozil, Aubameyang, I'd rest them all. But yeah, I've made some controversial choices. I made some choices that you might think, huh? And it's important that you guys keep that in mind. But I do think, in theory, we should have enough firepower to beat this lot. But anyway, much further ado, I keep bitching and moaning, but let me actually show you what my hope for 11 is. Once again, guys, please do stick a like on this video as we move forward. And yeah, we'll go from there. But let me show you what my 1 to 11 looks like for ahead of the game. All right? Bear with me. Share screen. Oh. Okay, here we go. This is my, hope you guys can see that, 1 to 11 for the game. Now, as always, I'll start from the back and I'll show you what I've done and why I've done it. Now, I'll go with Martinez at the back. He is particularly our domestic cup competition goalkeeper. It gives him an opportunity to work on a few things. I do like his distribution. I think his distribution is stronger than Leno's. I think aerially he'd be stronger than Leno as well. But shot stopping wise, I think it is a weakness of his, and I'd like to see him practice that a little bit more. So I'd like to see Martinez, but more with a rocket up his ass, to perform well. Hector Bellerin comes into the team. Is obviously up to full fitness. I know that some people really don't rate him, and I can understand why. But I think he's our only specialised right back in the whole squad. And short of Arsenal going to buy a right back, which I don't think will happen in January, we're almost got to just wing the. We just got to make the best of this situation. And the best thing that would be for this situation is if he came back to full fitness. So I've gone with Hector Bellerin at right back. Next to him, I've gone with Mustafi. I'm playing Mustafi a lot these days, but he's there just collecting money. Might as well use it until he decides he's leaving. I got a feeling he won't. He's asked apparently for clarification from Arteta over his role in the team, because obviously he's not played a lot of football. Holding would have been considered above him, at least previously. But I think maybe the manager might want to just see how Holding responds to rehab. So anyway, I'll put Rob Holding there next to him. And then next to him, I've got with the debut of Bola, left back in the under-23s. I warn you guys, he's not great. Like he really ain't great. I think defensively and positionally, he might get caught out of position a couple of times. But he's a left back. He's at least a specialised left back. He's someone who could do the job. I say let's just see it again. So, yeah, that'd be what I'd go with. My midfield looks like this. As you can see, I've gone with a 5-man midfield. I was very, very tempted to put AZ Maitland-Niles here. probably here and more in that position. I decided to go with Smith Rowe. I think Smith Rowe is a future number 8. I don't think he's inventive enough to be a number 10, and I don't think he's a right winner anyway. So I've gone with Smith Rowe as that number 8 spot, who's just dealing this thing, anchoring from deep, playing the ball, seeing how far we go. I played Willock next to him just because I think this is the game. This is the type of game that I would 100% start Willock here. Completely start him out and see what he comes into. I've gone with Willock. Yeah, so Willock next to him. I've gone with Nelson on the right-hand side. Again, these are the sort of games that you play him in. You take him out of the limelight of some of the high-profile games, and then you play him in games like this. To me, this is the way you do it, and I'm glad it seems to be the way that we're going. So, we're the right-hand side there. Saka on the left-hand side. I mean, Saka would be able to deliver a decent ball on that left-hand side. I know he's been playing as a left-back most recently, but I think with Kolasinac kind of sort of back, this just allows Saka to just return back to his old position and continue to develop within the role. And I think playing him on the left-hand side, he'll be able to ask problems. He'll be able to put balls on the sixpence for someone like Martinelli, who is up top. I've also decided to start Sendani Ceballos in the number 10 position because we've not seen a lot of him consecutively over the course of the season. And that's what I'd be keen to see over the course of the rest of 2020. And then obviously Martinelli up top. So anyway, you guys let me know what you think. What do you think of the team? Are you happy with it? Would you make any changes to it? Please do make a comment below. If you like this video, please do stick a like on this. Please do stick a like on this video. Let's say we're gonna go 5 minutes more, and then I'll bounce up out of here. But this is what my team looks like. I hope you like the look of it. No doubt Arsenio is destroying me in the chat room because of it. But this is what my team looks like. Bear with me. Let me see what you lot are saying. All right. Tell you what. I'm going to shut that down. Death Row Records. Should we be good enough to beat Leeds? I think so. I think so. I think we will be as well. Do you think Eddie will get some minutes? Very possibly. Very possibly. Arsenio has been remarkably reserved. Well, that is different for him. That is very different. Arsenio definitely has a right with me. Not a particularly good one either. My winners are Saka and Nelson. Omar. Oh, we must not underestimate Leeds and their manager. Agreed. Did Nketiah train? I don't know. I guess we'll know if he's on the bench tomorrow. I'm not expecting him to start, even if he is fit. Eddie can't play, otherwise he can play. He can't play for another club. Only 2 clubs in the season. Oh, and then there you go. But then I think everyone is convinced he'll be loaned back out. I'm not. I think Arteta might quite like him to stay. So I guess we'll find out. If he's in the squad tomorrow, then that gives you your answer that Arteta rates him and wants him to stay. All right, guys. Anything else you want to ask or tell me? Just let me know. But yeah, that's my team. Yeah, not really a lot to say about it. I feel like they picked themselves almost. But yeah, that's how I play it. I haven't seen any images in training. Yeah, very possibly. Score prediction. I'm going to go with 2-1. I think it'll be a tricky game, and it'll be a lot harder of a grind than I think United or even to a certain extent, given the way it turned out. But I think it'll be a harder game in a lot of ways than the Everton than the Chelsea, I should say, than the Chelsea or United game were. I think this will be difficult. I think it'll be grind. I think they'll definitely want to try and prove something. Where's Ozil? Playing Fortnite. I'm going to 3-0 Arsenal. Oh, is he? Let me find out. Big up to Chig, good team. I think we'll come out with good energy. What are your 1 to 11s? I have a Chinese meal. Send me the bill after that, son. Oh dear. Mr. Gomez. Evening Chig, if I was Arteta, I'd pair up Martinelli. I'd pair Martinelli and Pepe as strikers. It would be deadly. I think so too. I think so. I'm too lazy to type. All right, guys. Literally 3 more minutes and I'm out of here. 3 minutes. Please don't forget my watch along is tomorrow. Tomorrow at 7. When is the game? Is it 7:30? 7:40? Anyway, it'll be 15 minutes before the game. I'll be set up, ready to go. So do join me on YouTube, on my channel. And yeah, let's see if we can have some fun tomorrow. Me and you and the four walls. But yeah. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, 2 more minutes. Let's do 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Q&A. 2 more minutes. I'm going to bounce shortly. So am I. Also, just to let you guys know, I might as well do some plugs real quick. Chigflix. I know some people said, what is the link to my Chigflix? Well, the link is in the description below. Go subscribe to that. I'm going to drop a review on that very, very soon. Shopping block is done more or less. It's ready to go. Still got a couple of things I'm going to edit. So we're going to go from there. Look at the legend that is Mr. Gomez. Thank you very much. Very, very generous donation. Thank you, my bro. Appreciate it. Thank you. Another hour, please, Chig. Oh, gosh. To be honest, Chig, I would go with your starting 11. Thank you, Ryan. See, I don't always do weird starting 11s. Every now and again, I go with a weird start. I go with sensible starting 11s. Anthony Cummins. What am I drinking tonight? Nothing. Just a bit of rum, but that's more for the fact that I've got a sore throat. Not anything else. 10 more minutes, shit. Nah, I'm dipping out of here, man. Dipping out of here. Did you see the Everton-Liverpool game? Everton are so bad. Yeah, they just can't beat Liverpool. I think it's like damn near 20 years since they beat Liverpool at Liverpool, which is nuts. Oh, sorry, Liverpool in any type of game, which is nuts. My gosh, even we have a better record. Just saying something. So yeah, and obviously seeing Liverpool's team today, I think everybody was expecting Liverpool to run over Everton. For Everton to run over Liverpool, and they had a few chances in the first half, but they never really looked like capitalizing on it. And it just shows you how poor they are as a team. So, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah. All right, my guys. I am bouncing up out of here. Thank you once again to Mr. Gomez for his donation. Much appreciated. You know, you're a legend for that. And listen, Omar, stop hating on the fact my man like donates. I hate when people hate on other people to donate. Whilst I always say you don't have to donate on here, don't hate on the people that donate. Don't worry about that. Likes to support the show. What? Much love to him for that. All right. I'm out of here, guys. Thank you so much to everybody who has watched this preview. Please do take time to stick a like on this video. Hit that subscribe button. I will be back much more alert and in Jesus' name, a lot more better with this throat on my birthday. So I could do this watch along problem-free tomorrow. So please do stick a like on this video. And yeah, that's pretty much that, guys. I'm out of here. Take care. Peace.